Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl African Export, and welcome to the realest channel on the YT. This is going to be a Midnight Madness little discussion video response to Hair Model for You video entitled "Really, Lady?" So, you guys, the video that I'm responding to will basically be below, but the subject matter is basically about trifling women who have kids, who talk to their kids in your kind of way. You guys can watch the original video. This is actually a subject that me and my babe have talked about several different times. So it's kind of like, okay, so when you're in that situation and you encounter a woman who has children or a child, and they speak to their children in a way that you feel uncomfortable, it's like, what do you do? Do you say something? Do you get in that person's business, so to speak, and then possibly have to encounter some type of backlash from this ignorant person? So, my babe, you guys don't know too much about him, but, he's a criminal justice major, so he kind of has, his personal opinion. So, babe, we talked about it. Now, it depends. You said, so if you see a mom and she just like, get your ass down, and start slapping them to the ground, what would you do? I've had my opinion. It kind of flip-flops, but what do you think?
My opinion was, and it's like this, like, you got to get involved with that. You got to, because, like, my teacher was telling me a story. She was at the mall out here in the Bay, and then she was walking by, coming from Macy's, whatever, and saw this woman just whooping this kid, right? And she, of course she a black police sergeant, so she wasn't really tripping about no whooping, but like the lady would kept the kids on the ground getting beat, like pop, pop, whap, and then and she was like, "Hey, that's enough." And the one was looking like, and what I'm saying? Sometimes people when they get called on, they're like, oh, wow. Because sometimes, you zone out when you kicking the kids behind. And especially, like, in public. So,
I think if you could do it in public, then, well, see, that's the thing. Nowadays, as a parent, society will have you on edge, tippy-toeing around when it comes to disciplining your child, because there could be repercussions to the parent nowadays, because now, hey, there's certain specifications of an okay whooping. You know what I mean? A lot of us, we got whooped with belts, combs, shoes, switches. Now it's got to be, open hand, or don't leave marks. Hey, if you ever got whooped with a switch, there was some webs, period.
Let's say it's got to be reasonable punishment
for the crime.
Reasonable punishment, meaning, like, if I see you whip your kid, I don't feel like you've been excessive, then it's all good. But if you've been excessive, kid on the ground, ain't even crying no more, and you still whipping, hitting neck and back of the legs and ass and shoulder blade, then you doing too much, especially in public, at the mall. But the real you play for me, the girl was like, the 19 had these kids, watching these kids and cussing them out in the store. And as an adult woman, I feel like, if you have any regrets of not saying something, you should have said something.
Right.
Point blank. And I'm not accusing her. I'm not accusing her from like not doing it, because what I'm saying, maybe she's just not confrontational. And it's not about being confrontational. It's like, what do you deem what's right and what's wrong?
Right.
And if something's striking you wrong, then you gotta say something about it, instead of. And then you will be thinking about it all the time. Like, man, I wonder how them kids. That could have been the kids. Only chance from not getting abused, you could have stepped in and did something. And, you never know. You got to intervene. Should have intervened. Who knows what had happened.
Right.
But
those weren't even her kids.
Yeah.
So that within itself speaks volumes about that young girl. But this is the other thing that I said in that video about teenage mothers need support, because I'm going to just speak from experience of being around a lot of single mothers. I've witnessed, I have personally witnessed what I feel might be excessive what I feel might be, and what most people would probably deem as verbal abuse. And, you know, I mean, a lot of mamas, okay? A lot of mamas are verbally abusive, and I truly believe that a group of them, you know, a portion of them mean no direct harm, but some people are really speak out of like high emotions, and, you know, speak when they're angry, and they don't have any type of censorship when it comes to that. And I think a lot of them are overstressed.
Yeah, it is. But at the same token, though,
No
like
excuse.
no excuse. But also pick and choose your battle. At the grocery store, cool. But in other situations, I wouldn't suggest saying anything. Like, you remember we was getting those free turkeys over there by Eastmont in Oakland?
Oh.
And that girl, it was like 1,000 people out there over at this park over on, was that like 73rd?
I think so.
It's on 70.
It was in the area where you were with, you know, your people.
Yeah.
Okay? In the hood.
Like the type of place where if it's dark and no one outside, you still feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
over there. Yeah, there. And then I'm in the car waiting, and then the girl's like talking to her two boys, like, get over here, little nigga. I'm like, oh, well, I gotta go. I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, wow. She just said, yo, little nigga. Yeah, nigga, get your little ass up, nigga. I thought it was a
daughter, and she called her the B word.
No, she did that too. But she called a little dude like, hey, little nigga, get your ass over here and grab your fucking sister.
See, and that is when, whether you're confrontational or not, you see that this is a person that would have absolutely no problem taking it there. So
next you know, you're going to get a free turkey, then you in the fender bender. And a little fender bender with her. So, you know.
So, I say this just in response to it. We you know, the fact that you said that you were disturbed, you felt really bad about it, you were still thinking about it. I think that feeling that you have is a feeling that a lot of people have had, I mean, a time or two before. It is common that there are people that we see on a day-to-day basis that we know need some kind of help, and they're in a place where they're helpless. Yeah. We've seen a man talk to a woman in a way that he probably shouldn't. We've seen mothers talk to their children in a way.
That's another story. Domestic.
Oh, well, yeah. That's another
video.
That's another Midnight Madness.
Because I got some stories that would have you like, whoa.
I got my own damn stories. Now, hold on.
It happened at Denny's. That's all I'm about to say.
Well,
after the club, Denny's.
We don't go to the club, so it's been a while. It's been a while, okay?
Yeah, some years ago.
But I think that it is important, and it's not, no one's wrong in this, because I know I've seen and witnessed things that I have not stepped up and said. But as I get older, as I've experienced more in life, I definitely feel more compelled to help more people and speak for those, or be advocates for those who do suffer, because it is, so many people need someone to speak up for them. Man, it's crazy out here. And I think because my standpoint on a lot of things have changed, because I've experienced a lot more in life, so my viewpoint on things is a little bit more it's relative to the situation, because I've been through my own thing. So I can see those people hurting, and there's not going to be change unless somebody is willing to help change happen. So yeah, girl, next time you see, you know, the mama going off on the kid, you check her ass and just be like, hey, that's enough. You need to go on with that up in here, not around me. And I've said this question before. Okay, you ride on public transportation, whether you have a car or not. Let's say you're on the subway, the BART, whatever it is. And we've all seen it. We're older. There's young people on there. They're using all type of language, you know, good and well they shouldn't be. Speaking about things, you know, they shouldn't be. And as an adult, and as the day of old used to be, you need to show respect for the simple fact that there is somebody here around you that is older than you, and that respect is not being shown, so I have every right to say something to you. I think with that whole, you know, it takes a village, we need to feel responsible for the people around us in some way. It's that whole feeling like, I don't know you, you don't matter, is part of the reason why the world is so fucked up like it is. So I can't make it seem like just because I don't know you personally, I can't give a damn about you. So, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, we're keeping it real. Midnight Madness, just talking about what's going on in the world. So, yeah, I mean, we gotta help. So, anyway, as you can see, I'm setting my hair for tomorrow. That was our little discussion. We'll bring some more Midnight Madness for you guys the next time. We're keeping it real. Talk to you guys soon. And the video is sponsored by fashionwithfifi.com and thedivahour.com. So I'll post the link below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.